Hey there guys and gals, and welcome to another Arse episode with me, your host, with Toast. That's a bad rhyme. Liam. Hello. So it's been a pretty awesome week for mods on the Nexus, and I've been spending my time lovingly preparing a platter of cool and unusual mods to wrap your penis around, assuming your penis is rather long. If not, just kind of push it up against it. Something new to the show, and something I probably should have added in a while back, these funky donkey icons. So now when a mod is being reviewed, keep your eye out for one of these sexy little dealies, and that'll tell you whether this mod is available on your PS4 or on the Xbox. Otherwise, they will all be available for PC. Now that the important bit's out of the way, it's time to buckle those seatbelts, grab yourself a brewski, and time to get the show on the road. Let's do this. First up is the ultimate in engineering excellence, and something a lot of players have been clamoring for ages, including me. This is the Driveable motorcycle mod by Hunk92. And yes, this mod adds a fully drivable motorbike to the game. Based on the vanilla model, there are a lot of tidbits that have been added to make this mod a real work of art that you wouldn't initially realise. Like what? I hear you screaming your face off in the background. Well, check this. Aptly named the Lone Wanderer, the bike can be found behind the Museum of Freedom in Concord, and after a little foraging around for bits to fix her up, you'll be ready to go. But first, if you head into your Pitboy and locate the settings holotape, you'll now be presented with a few additional options. We have Call Bike, which is pretty self-explanatory. Hello bike. There's speed management, but be careful with this, mainly as I found the faster you go, the more it will slow down your game. Nothing breaks immersion more than waiting for that next bit of road to load before you can continue. Slow works best for continual loading, and default adds a little more speed, and so on and so forth. There's even an option for your companions to ride with you, or follow on foot. You can even get them to sport some awesome biking goggles. Ah, sweet sexy immersion. So now you're probably itching to take this bad boy out for a skirmish. Note that there are some awesome little animations that I'm sure the mod author is well pleased with, such as the sitting driving position, the animation of the wheels in real time, and a cool exit/turn off animation. Oh, while I remember, don't pull out a weapon whilst riding. It can lead to a crazy Tom and Jerry style situation, which, although amusing to begin with, can be ultimately frustrating, like a supervillain just in sight but you just can't reach him. You'll never catch me, Soul Survivor! Get back here! God damn it! Other than that, the ability to now drive around the Commonwealth on your very own motorbike, this mod has some amazing customization options, ranging from different colours, from pre-war and post-war, and that also goes for the wheels too. Some extra little bits are satchels and a light, and even a little trailer for dog meat to chill out in. Ah, so cute. I tell you, there's so much fun to be had with this mod, and on top of it all, you now get to see the Commonwealth in a completely new and interesting way. This one is definitely a keeper. Next up, here's something to change the style and feel of that old Pitboy. Introducing the PIP-Pad by PimpCrew. Now before you start, this is actually lore friendly. Check it out on the wiki page. The Robco PIP-Pad. PIP stands for the Personal Information Processor, and is an experimental tablet-sized electronic device manufactured by Robco Industries, and is an offshoot of the Pitboy series, mainly for reading text and running high-resolution graphics. Completely remade from the ground up, and rather than being attached to your character's arm, it is now handheld, and handles its job very well. As the mod author states, it just works. It has custom animations, and if you didn't know better, you would have thought that this is actually the way it was meant to be. Adding to the immersion factor, your original Pitboy is removed while in third person mode, but works just as usual in first. If you're not a fan of the original grey colour, check out some of the retextures available on the Nexus. There's Nuka by LittleChronic, there's the Tron-Boy by Lithium Dragon, and Rugged by Spiffyskytooper. It's great to finally see an alternative to the Pitboy that keeps in with the lore and is made to a very high quality. The only downside that I've seen is a slight lag when pulling up the PIP-Pad. but it's just a small price to pay for an epic piece of kit. So this is the Plasma Cycler by Shoeburglar. Shoeburglar? Stay away from my shoes, burglar. So weapon mods to me have to have 3 particular aspects to impress me. Number 1, it needs to look pretty. Ultimately, I like my weapons to look good, sheathed or in use. The textures used on this are perfect for a small firearm and not too overdone. There's a little warning logo on the side which makes it pop a little more than standard weapons. And the overall design build is sleek and detailed. Number 2, it needs to have some customizations. If you look over on the Nexus, there's not really a lot to choose from in the way of energy weapons, which is why this one is pretty unique. If you take it over to the weapons workbench, you can attach your own modifications, and in some cases this changes the way the weapon performs, which is great for tactile crafting. And finally, numero 3, it needs to have some good looking animations or sound effects, and this mod has both. Bonus! Firing sounds change when you add different modifications, and also the reload animation has been redone, adding a cool pop out, pop in feature. The only drawback is because it's made on the base model of the vanilla revolver, it still retains the original barrel spin when you first equip it. Not a big thing, but you know, something to note. Hopefully this will be removed in a later update. If you do want to keep updated with its progress, head over to Shoeburglar on the Nexus and click that track button. Shoeburglar. And now, the return of the fun mod of the week. This is Holler at Ya Boy, Yell Shaun by Emilio G. Have you ever thought that when you first go looking for Shaun, maybe your character should probably just call for Shaun? Well, however pointless it seems, this mod now gives you the ability to look for your lost son up and down the Commonwealth in a more vocal way.
Shaun? Shaun. Shaun! Shaun?
A cool factor of this mod is that if you're in sneak mode, Shaun will be said quietly. But be careful near enemies, because they may hear you and want to find Shaun themselves.
Shaun!
All lines have been taken from in-game, therefore have lip-sync animations to go along with it.
Shaun!
You'll obtain it when you load up your game, and it's just a case of adding it to a quick slot to use on the go. Other than that, a great mod that makes the state of mind of your character much more prominent during their search for their lost child.
Shaun, honey? Stay out of my way.
And we're done. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. If you enjoy my content, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button for more of my random content. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I shall see you in the next one.